The Montreal housing market is about to experience a major shift. Find out how it will impact you. According to the latest statistics, Montreal real estate prices have continued to rise in Q2, and it's essential to understand what's driving this trend. Welcome to our Montreal real estate market update, where we'll focus on the current quarter's numbers and what they mean for buyers, sellers, and investors. My name is LJ Aguinaga. I'm a real estate broker in Montreal with 16 years of experience. I've been following the Montreal real estate market since I was 18 years old, and I've been involved in real estate ever since as a broker and a buyer. So, after 16 years of breathing real estate all day, I can say with confidence that I'm prepared to break down this information for you. The Montreal real estate market is seeing a lot of activity right now. It's been exciting to see following the quieter 2023 we experienced. When looking at total residential sales for Q2 2024, we saw an increase of 11% when compared to the same quarter last year. At the same time, the total number of listings is up 20% compared to the last year. This confirms the added activity and highlights the sellers are ready to sell. I'm expecting to see more of this as the year progresses. We've sold a record number of listings so far this year and took 3 more properties to market last week. In the Montreal Metropolitan area, we saw an increase in pricing across the board when comparing Q2 2024 to Q2 2023. Homes saw an increase of 4% with an average price of $673,000. Condos were up 4% at an average price of $469,000. And finally, multiplexes were up 7% at an average price of $804,000. We're currently in a seller's market for all 3 property categories. That being said, we're only seeing multiple offers in about 10 to 15% of transactions. A lot of properties are being listed above market value, giving buyers the opportunity to negotiate downwards. On the Island of Montreal, we saw prices trending upwards when comparing Q2 2024 to the previous quarter. Home prices remained unchanged with an average price of $910,000. Condos were up 2.7% at an average price of $535,000, and multiplexes were up 4% with an average price of $869,000. Pricing on the island remained pretty consistent over the last 6 months. Days on market crept up a little bit for the Island of Montreal in Q2 2024 when compared to Q2 2023. Homes took an average of 59 days to sell, condos 62 days, and multiplexes 72 days to sell. When looking at the type of market that we're in, the Island of Montreal is in a seller's market in all 3 categories. This has been the case for over 6 months now. I expect this to continue to be the case for the rest of the year. Laval also saw prices continue to rise when comparing Q2 2024 to the previous quarter. Homes increased by 6.2% with an average price of $636,000. Condos were unchanged with an average price of $423,000, and multiplexes were up 1.2% with an average price of $807,000. Days on market for Laval also crept up in all 3 categories when compared to the same period in 2023. Homes on average took 2 days more to sell at 48 days, condos were 6 days slower to sell at 59 days, and finally, multiplexes were 15 days slower at 95 days to sell. Laval plexes are now in a balanced market, while single-family homes and condos remain in a seller's market. The South Shore of Montreal saw decreases in pricing in 2 out of 3 categories compared to the previous quarter. Homes increased by 3.22% with an average price of $655,000. Condos were down 1.9% at an average price of $398,000. And multiplexes were down 3.2% with an average price of $689,000. Days on market for the South Shore were up in 2 out of the 3 categories when comparing Q2 2024 to Q2 2023. Homes took an average of 49 days, up 1 day. Condos took 49 days, up 5 days. And multiplexes took 65 days, down 13 days. Just like on the Island of Montreal, the South Shore is in the seller's market in all 3 categories. Now you have all the data, but so what? Prices are up in most categories. A significant number of listings are hitting the market, giving buyers more choices. This increase in choice continues to be absorbed by an increase of buyers entering the market at the same time. I expect prices to continue to climb through to the end of the year and likely for the next 18 months. Interest rates seem to be holding steady, and economists keep talking about the impending decreases. Q3 is off to a busy start in the quietest time of the year. This quarter is poised to be a strong one. Inflation has stayed below 3% for several months now. We already had our first rate drop and are expecting another one shortly. Q3 is likely going to be one for the books. We continue to take properties to market and have been receiving good feedback on them. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, book a call with me to discuss your real estate plans. Remember, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. What part of town are you most interested in following? Comment below and I'll send you the full statistics for that area. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content just like this. Thank you for tuning in, Montreal. We look forward to seeing you next time.